Finally, Dynasty of Dodge has come back to Bay City.
Hello once again, Diecast race fans, and welcome back to Bay City Speedway for the long-awaited return of the Dynasty of Dodge tournament. As always, my name is Daryl, and I'll be your host. So let's get to it and meet our drivers for Group 1 of Round 2 of the Dynasty of Dodge tournament at Bay City. First up in the pole position, the 1 seed, driving in the 69 Charger named Blue Dini. For Fumo Diecast Racing, it's Zen. Starting outside front row, the 11 seed, driving a Charger Drift Patrol named Crush. For Dirty Murray Racing, it's Little D-Boy. Next up, the 30 seed, driving in a Roger Dodger named Evil Minion. For B-Team Racing, it's Izzy Burton. And finally, the highest remaining seed at 58, driving the Dodge Viper. For Bay City Diecast Racing, it's Coos. Up top, here we go, folks. Dynasty of Dodge is back. Zen on the pole position next to Little D-Boy. Burton and Coos in the back. Gate drops, let's go. Zen will lead him out of the 165. D-Boy drops in behind him. Down around 7 in the bottom straight, and Zen will fly to a lap 1 win with a sub-9 second time of 8.970. Little D-Boy grabs second, and Coos able to hold off Izzy Burton for third. Back up top, race 2. Little D-Boy slides over and welcomes Coos to the front row. Burton and Zen in the rear. Down the bridge into 1, D-Boy and Zen out early. D-Boy goes around and Zen's off the cliff. Burton around Coos. Coos stops. Can D-Boy hold off Izzy Burton in reverse? He can, and these two will tango their way across the finish line with a 10.359, and D-Boy with the points lead after 2 races. Look at the early separation here on that inside lane, and immediately Zen goes inside to pass, turns Little D-Boy around, D-Boy puts him in the railing, and Coos puts him in the drink. Coos will go around here, and at this point, advantage Izzy Burton, but she never really gains any ground on Little D-Boy, who had Crush hammered in reverse. Lap 3, Coos jumps over to the pole, and Izzy Burton makes her first appearance up front. Down the Golden State Bridge into a sweet single file, and Burton goes over. D-Boy around Zen, and they're both by Burton. Coos is a sitting duck. D-Boy hammers him straight, and he goes around. All 3 limp their way around turn 7, but here comes Zen. Whoa, what a finish. I couldn't even tell. Poor Izzy goes around super early, but watch D-Boy and Zen here work their way under the wreckage, only to come around and see Coos waiting for him like that scene from the movie Rad. D-Boy knocks Coos straight, then magically spins, untouched, mind you. Then from here, Zen just runs out of real estate. Final lap 4, D-Boy clinging to a 2-point lead, but it's anyone's race, including Izzy Burton, who starts this race on the pole next to Zen, who's in danger of elimination here. Out of the 165, outside lane will grab control as Zen opens up a huge lead. Izzy Burton back there paying bridge toll, and Zen captures lap 4 with Little D-Boy quite a bit behind. And one final time, Izzy Burton will take third. Is this the 3rd time Coos has stopped here? Well, the outside lane jumps out front as expected, and with no one in front of Zen, only a mistake can stop him. Thanks so much to Izzy Burton and Coos. They've reached the end of the road. And congratulations to Little D-Boy for winning the group and bagging 12 points. with Zen also moving on with 11. We'll see how those points affect their seeding when all is said and done. Should there be a tie in points, we'll refer to the most wins and then fastest lap. Moving right along, let's meet our drivers for Group 2. First up, our 2 seed in the 70 Charger. Driving for Doc's Speed Shop, it's Doc. From Cash Money Boys, in the Maisto 06 Challenger SRT8. The 12 seed, Easton Asher. Seated 29th, driving the Viper convertible named Oh Yeah. For Team DRT3K, this is A-Bear. And finally, your 48 seed, in the Charger Drift Patrol named Atlas. Driving for White Knuckle Motoring Speed Shop, it's Crazy Canuck. Group 2, this is gonna be fun. Doc and Easton Asher in the front, A-Bear and Crazy Canuck in the back. Here we go, bunched up all the way down the bridge. Doc out front, Asher underneath in front of the lane. Across the cliffside, Canuck goes around, A-Bear goes over. And just like that, Doc grabs lap 1 rather easily, followed by Easton Asher, and Crazy Canuck in reverse finishes 3rd. And that's a rough start for A-Bear. Look at him door to door into the 165, and then A-Bear goes into 2 backwards, comes out forwards, gets loose again until Asher's had enough of her childish games. A-Bear here with a great job of drafting Asher until he turns right, she doesn't. Meanwhile, Doc's already in the pits, cracking cold ones, kissing hands, and shaking babies. Back up top, lap 2, Easton Asher on the pole as Crazy Canuck likes that front row, eh? Doc and A-Bear in the back. Backside again, going into 1. Canuck comes out in front as Asher gets sideways and goes over. Doc gets by on the outside with sights set on Crazy Canuck. This is going to be good, folks. Down around 7, there's contact. Canuck refusing to let Doc by will win lap 2. Wow. And it looks like A-Bear did get caught up behind Asher, and that's 2 DNFs in a row for Team DRT3K. Poor Easton Asher had no chance here as soon as he got sideways. He finally flips over right in front of A-Bear, allowing Doc by and setting the stage for this epic finish. Fastest car doesn't always win, folks. Ask any builder. Quite a plethora of scores here as we head up top for lap 3 with Doc clinging to a 1-point lead over Crazy Canuck, who starts on the pole. Down into 1, Crazy Canuck will come out in front, and A-Bear goes over. Doc gets by clean, and he's chasing down Asher. Crazy Canuck will hang on for the win, followed closely by Easton Asher, and Doc. A-Bear is now 1 DNF away from tying a record that will never be broken. Asher and A-Bear vying for that 2 spot here, and they kind of just all enclose around her until she curls up in the fetal position. Canuck gets loose, Asher can't take advantage. Asher gets loose, Doc can't take advantage. Doc gives it one last ditch effort, but runs out of room. Final lap 4. So many storylines here. Will A-Bear DNF yet again, or will she take advantage of the pole position? Can Doc take advantage of the front row start and win Group 2? Can Crazy Canuck overcome his back row starting position to hold on to this lead? Can Easton Asher somehow knock both Doc and Canuck into Bay City Bay and catapult himself to Group 2 victory? Answers to those questions and so much more now. Bunched up tight going into the 165, and A-Bear comes out in front. Well, Crazy Canuck from the back. Asher on the inside, can't make the pass. And here comes Doc, trying the inside, and Crazy Canuck will hold on to take lap 4 and Group 2 with Doc moving on with him. We'll say goodbye and thank you to Easton Asher with Cash Money Boys, and I don't know what to say about A-Bear. Congrats for making it this far. Tough luck for Team DRT3K, but thank you. And with 14 points, Crazy Canuck is the early leader in the clubhouse for top seed in round 3, as Doc will claim 12 points, matching him with Little D-Boy, 1 point ahead of Zen. And now let's meet our drivers for Group 3. First up and on the pole, the 3 seed. Driving the 74 Charger for Transport Diecast Racing, it's Oliver James. Seated 13th, driving a Charger RT named Aries. For the A team, it's Daddy Canuck. In the Dodge Omni, you heard me, the 28 seed, driving for 4-6 Diecast Racing, this is Boog. Finally, driving in a 70 Charger named Mod Podge Dodge for No Regrets Racing, the 43 seed, it's Big Mac. Group 3, let's go. Oliver James and Daddy Canuck in the front, Boog and Big Mac in the rear. Gate drops were racing. Daddy Canuck off the bridge first, Big Mac will follow him in the second. Oliver James catches up, Daddy Canuck extending that lead as the battle is for second, and it'll go to Big Mac by a car length, and yup, here comes Boog. Must have been Boog that ran that 67.234. Daddy Canuck goes wire to wire in lap 1 as neither Big Mac or Oliver James couldn't really make a strong challenge. Then there was Boog. Back up top lap 2, Daddy Canuck slides over and welcomes Big Mac to the front, OJ and Boog in the back. Down the Golden State Bridge around 1, Daddy Canuck and Big Mac again out front early. But Oliver James and Boog are gaining. Around 7, Daddy Canuck will win again and Big Mac will hold on to second, followed by Oliver James, and Boog will hop across the line to take another 4th-place finish. Lap 3, everybody doubled their score as Boog makes his first appearance in the front next to Big Mac, Daddy Canuck, and OJ in the back. Big Mac first in, first out. He'll lead him down past the ladies. Across the cliffside, they're just so evenly spaced out. Big Mac will take lap 3, followed closely by Daddy Canuck, Boog, and... Uh-oh. Final lap 4. This one is wrapped up, folks, but let's see if anything cool happens. One last time, another 165, and Boog comes out in front, but Oliver James makes that short-lived. Across the cliffside, OJ in control, and Big Mac goes over. Boog around 7, and he will follow Oliver James across the line. And here comes Daddy Canuck to take 3rd. And a real nice 9.742 there by Oliver James. Give Oliver James credit for 2 passes here because he was in 3rd coming out of 2. And once he hits the ladies, he's not getting caught. Great run by Boog as well. All right, let's see our scores, and congratulations to Daddy Canuck and Big Mac with 13 and 10 points respectively. They'll be moving on to round 3 of the Dynasty of Dodge tournament. Thank you to Oliver James from Transport Diecast Racing and Boog from 4-6 Diecast Racing. We'll see you at the next one. And thanks so much to you, the viewer, for joining us. This has been a presentation of Bay City Diecast Racing. Up next, groups 4, 5, and 6 of round 2 of the Dynasty of Dodge. My name is Daryl, and I've been your host. We'll see you again soon, everybody.